Hey everybody, it's Margaret here from WOWCoach, and welcome to another episode of Real Talk Ask Me Anything. This week's theme is connection. So we are going to get into it. I just had the one question this week, so let's in a minute have a look at that. And I just wanted to say, as with all of my Ask Me Anything questions, these are my thoughts, my opinions, my experiences from my journey and my time of working in this industry for as long as I have. I hope there is something here that you can learn or grow, or if there's anything that you've seen, put it in the comments below. I love to hear other people's experiences and journeys as well. Okay, let's get into this question. All right, this is a really good question, and thank you so much for sending it in. So, in my time of working with teams and individuals and leaders, I've definitely seen connection get mistaken for something else. Um, I was working with a team. I just started working with them and everyone said that they were the best team because they worked so well together. Um, but what I saw was something completely different. My first few weeks of working with them and observing them, I saw something so different. I saw a group that didn't trust each other. They were all being really secret squirrel about the work they had on. They didn't want somebody else knowing what it was they were doing. They would talk over one another or interrupt each other, or they'd go and talk behind each other's backs. And when their leader came to actually talk to them about things, they would tune them out. They would go, and then once their leader walked away, they would go, doesn't know what they're talking about, and do their own thing. So they sat together at lunch, of course, but it was the same behaviours. They just did it in a different environment. And I guess that's the thing, really, is that just because you're around somebody and you're talking, it doesn't mean that you're actually connected. Real connection, it takes work. It's about being present, truly present, setting aside any judgments that you have, any preconceptions on what you think might happen, any any thoughts that you know better than somebody else. It's showing up with that curiosity instead of being angry and blaming somebody. And it's being willing to be seen for who you really are and what you've got going on. That's, in my opinion, what really drives true connection. And happy to say that we did get there with this team, but it did take a lot of work. And there were a lot of behaviors that had to change and mindsets that had to change. And so it's not something that just happens instantly. It's something that you have to be willing to work it. So thank you for your question. I hope that answers the question. Again, it's a little bit of a story. I always have a little bit of a story, I guess. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. There will be another round of Ask Me Anything coming next week. I am going to let you know what the theme is. So our theme for Ask Me Anything next week is balance. So watch out for that coming next Tuesday. You'll see that dropping on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And links to those will be on LinkedIn, if that's the platform that you're on. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, I'd love to hear them. Monday Real Talk will kind of introduce you to the whole concept of the balance that we're looking at from next week. So for this round of Ask Me Anything questions, I am going to leave it there. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.